Well, look who I'm here with. Yeah, Alfredo is showing up in the video, and we're here to give you this message that today I'm going to give you 5 ways, that's right, 5 ways for you to make your sale in your dropshipping store, your very first sale overall, and if you're lucky, make that first sale on the same day, that is today. Keep in mind, this is practical advice with actionable strategies you can implement today to make your first sale. We know there's a whole process for you to set up your dropshipping operation, for you to build your dropshipping store, but after that, you need to attract potential buyers for the products you're going to promote. So everything revolves around you building a good structure, which is your store, finding good products and good suppliers and adding them to your store. Now you begin attracting visitors to your store. This is the current stage. Even if you don't have a store yet, it's already good for you to consume this kind of content, so you know what you'll have to do to make your first sale. While a single sale won't drastically change your finances, recognize the significance of securing that first sale. Just so you have an idea, I never forgot when I actually made my first sale, which was on December 12th, 2013. Over a decade ago, I completed my first online sale. But you can be sure that I already forgot when I made my first 100,000 raise, for example. I already forgot. But the first sale, I didn't forget. Because when you make your first sale, you understand that this kind of business works. Even if you're sure it works for other people, you always want to have that confirmation that it works for you, and that's very important. So you can be sure that I'm going to be very direct here, and there's no point in writing things down if you don't put them into practice. And the first strategy for you to make your first sale is with influencers. But I'm not telling you to go after a bunch of influencers with 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million followers, offering them a small amount to pay so they can promote your product. You won't be able to get in touch with those influencers that quickly. And even if you do get in touch, you'll really have to pay a much higher amount. The strategy here is for you to focus on influencers from small towns, regional influencers. Even with that number of followers, the engagement is usually very good. And many times, not the majority, but many times these influencers accept the barter strategy to receive only the product. You'll have a cost to send this product to the influencer's house and for them to do the work. Stories to make a post on Reels, make a post on the feed promoting your product and attaching the link. You can do even better. You can set aside a discount coupon that he can give to his audience, and that way you can track the sales that influencer is making. And you can even make a new proposal, which is to offer a commission to that person. Always stress the approach of physically sending the product to the influencer. It's more interesting because you don't have to pay like 500 reais or 1000 reais for a sponsored post. There are influencers who like to feed their ego and get those freebies, really free stuff. By sending the product to their house, they can promote it with a link to your store directly in stories, which is crucial as it generates the highest engagement, involvement, and strongest audience connection. The second strategy is with marketplaces. But what do you mean, Douglas Souza? You teach how to set up a store and now you're teaching how to sell through the marketplace. Hold on. Through the Nuvem Shop platform, which I always recommend here on the channel, you can use a tool called Market, where you integrate the products from your store into all existing marketplaces like Mercado Livre, Shopee, Magazine, and many others. You can list your products on several marketplaces as well. And why is this important? Because marketplaces help a lot using their own authority to promote your products. Of course, you will have a price war there, but depending on the product you're promoting in your store, it could be a great potential product, a hype product, and it might appear for the first time on these marketplaces. And then you can get traffic, a large amount, completely for free. Integrating alone isn't enough for the magic to happen. You need to have a good number of products in your store, install this app on the Nuvem Shop platform, then you do the integration and work on the titles and wait for the marketplace to start bringing potential customers to your store. When you also integrate the products you have in your e-commerce with major marketplaces, it works very well. This strategy can really help you make your first sale even on the same day. The third strategy, this will really involve a certain investment. But it's about 50 to 100 reais in paid traffic for you to run specific campaigns for a WhatsApp group, where you will do a launch with a certain product that you are promoting with a big discount. So you will bring people to this WhatsApp group through a Facebook ads campaign with the WhatsApp button there. This type of campaign usually attracts a lot of leads to a certain group, and there in the group you keep sharing information. You actually keep the group closed, saying that you will announce the big promotion, which is the reason that person joined the group on a specific date. And I said that you need this investment of 50 to 100 reais because you can run a campaign for 7 to 14 days, bringing people to this WhatsApp group. Of course, to make the first sale with this strategy, it takes a little longer, but it tends to be quite effective even in terms of profitability. Because when you run a campaign focused on attracting people to WhatsApp, with the WhatsApp button that's set up there in Facebook ads, for example, you can be more assertive. Your potential customer isn't ready to buy yet, but they're interested in your product. They want to join the group to get a discount before making a purchase. And obviously, based on the budget you set within that set, for 14 days, you can run either a campaign of days or 14 days, spending the minimum daily budget even within the budget I just mentioned. You can attract at the very least, at least 50 people to this group, and it's impossible for even one person not to be truly interested in going all the way and completing that purchase. So campaigns work really well focused on WhatsApp. I would also recommend a second option, which is to direct them to have a conversation directly with you right there on your WhatsApp support, on your store's support, so the customer can ask questions and you can try to convert that customer right there. But that takes a lot of time, and beginners don't always have that much time to be talking to 10 people, 5 people at the same time on WhatsApp trying to close the sale. So this strategy of creating a group works really well because you'll be able to communicate with a large number of people, obviously based on the budget you set in your Facebook ads campaigns, but you can spend less time and consequently make a lot of sales with this strategy. Fourth strategy, this one is magnificent and it's worth your like and your subscription if you're getting to know my content now. Those who already know me are aware of the value I deliver here on YouTube, which is in forums. This really is a strategy that takes more time, but it's extremely effective. There's a forum platform that, for those who don't know, is where you can post a question related to anything, technical terms, any kind of topic. Reddit is the most famous platform worldwide, including in Brazil. And there you can find a lot of information about the type of product, the kind of potential audience you can reach. And why do I say that this is a lot of work? Because you have to do a brief research, really just a brief research to understand what problems people are talking about. A clear example to understand this is that I did a quick search for Reddit back pain. And look at how many topics there are in the Reddit forum related to back pain. And here you already got the idea, right? You should base yourself on these questions that people are having, answer with technical information that will actually help, because there's no point in just going there and trying to share a link. It's not even allowed to randomly drop links there with new accounts. Yes, share the information using techniques that will genuinely help the person. This is a very down-to-earth strategy, really like ant work. You really try to help the person. And then, in this case, you make a call to action in the post itself in your own reply and according to the topic you answered, saying that you have solutions related to products that can help that person so they can contact you privately in the chat, which every account has here on Reddit. Look, I know this strategy really is a lot more work, I won't deny it, but you can be sure it can help you make sales even on the same day you launch your store. Because just think about how many people you can help with this kind of topic about back pain. And I'm not even going to mention that there are several dropshipping products focused on helping with back pain. And I just picked a totally random topic here. Imagine how many topics there are. Imagine how many product review topics. Imagine how many topics there are of people asking for product recommendations. So there's a lot of that in the forums. Reddit is the most well-known, but there are other forums as well. You can even share it in the comments to help other people complement this content as well. And the fifth strategy is like this. It's the simplest of all. I know a lot of people neglect it, but it's likely you'll make your first sale very quickly, even on the same day, with this strategy. But it's a bit more annoying, it takes longer. In what way? Because it's based on referrals. That's right. When you launch your store, you can work with referrals, which is you understanding based on your social circle, that soccer WhatsApp group, that friends WhatsApp group, family. I'll give you an example here. In my condo group, there's a little market in the condo, so there it's allowed to promote various products. Most of the time, you have this kind of group. You can look around and find some group where you can share a link to a product you're promoting. You can do that. I'm sure you'll find some group. And I understand that sometimes you might not even want to use this strategy. Oh no, they'll think I'm annoying or something, but it's not for you to keep insisting. Pay attention to what people post in this small market group. That's the point that I just mentioned. There are people constantly posting there. Oh, I want this product like this, like that, like that. I see this kind of information all the time. And I think, wow, I could already recommend a product here. Of course, this strategy I'm mentioning to you, I'm just seeing it hypothetically in my case. But a lot of people use this kind of strategy just based on recommendations and make their first sale really fast. Of course, this strategy isn't scalable. And I agree, I just always try to bring as much transparency and honesty as possible in my content. What is a scalable strategy that you can replicate consistently every day, week, and month, such as paid traffic, WhatsApp campaigns, and influencer strategy? This is scalable and can be done consistently over long periods of time. Now, giving referrals is very labor-intensive to scale, because think about how many groups you'll have to join, how many people you'll have to
invite, familiar,
and your own from family groups. You start to become annoying. So this makes sense for making your first sale or first few sales. If this is your primary promotion method, I don't recommend it. I always share my content here with complete honesty for all of you. Let me know in the comments if you've made your first sale. That space is all yours. I really enjoy reading your comments, and I always try to respond as much as I can. And if this content made sense to you, know that at the end of this video, I'm going to leave 2 more videos that I handpicked, which will also help you with this process of making your first sale, making more sales, and increasing your profitability. Keep an eye on the videos I'll recommend here at the end. And another thing, I really want to thank you all for your support. I'm happy to be recording again. I'm still in the recovery process, but soon I'll be 100% because God is taking care of everything. Big hug and goodbye.